Hey guys, Mika here, and it's that time again. I'm holding yet another Chuckmore custom tenor size ukulele, and for those of you who know, this is one Chuckmore instruments are some of, if not one of the most sought after custom instruments in the ukulele world. And again, I can't express how privileged I am to be able to be here at Ukulele Friend, be able to play it, talk about it, share this wonderful instrument with you folks. And this one is, I played a lot of amazing Chucks or Chuck Moores, more Bettas. This one definitely is up there in terms of being really special and yeah, just really amazing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So again, this is a tenor size, the most common size you'll find from Morbetta's. Beautiful on the darker side, beautiful Hawaiian curly koa, nice grain pattern, nice beautiful curls. I love the wildness of it because it's kind of going in all different kinds of directions. Like you have this kind of angle here, you have these kind of curls, so grains here, and it's going at this angle. I mean, there's just so much going on. It's very easy to capture your attention or your eyes when you look at it. Like, wow. So beautiful wood on the front. Here on the sides, love all the different colors and iterations of the koa. Grain pattern, the orange, the darker streaks, just the big curls going all the way up and down the sides of the instrument. And then the back itself without the sound hole, so like an uninterrupted piece of coal here on the back. Again, just reiterating how like it just curls in. There's this kind of directions, all of this kind of fan-like, almost reminds me of like fireworks where you're like it's like streams where it's kind of going up and then falls down. That's kind of like right here. It's like a fountain almost. So just beautiful altogether. And then this, for those of you who don't know, green or this emerald green is one of my favorite colors. A few of my instruments have that green purfling, so nonetheless, this is just really beautiful. And the darkness of the green, along with the darkness of the koa, I think it matches very well aesthetically, especially when you have the pau abalone shell that wraps all the way around the body. Bigger piece here around the rosette. Also, this kind of ebony cutout or like ebony binding on the inside of the sound hole, and then with a lot of the green purfling, double here on the rosette, and then even a single piece right here outlining that ebony binding on the inside of the sound hole. You can also see the green purfling wrapping around the sides. And want to bring your attention, I didn't mention it the first time, but I want to bring it to your attention that we have the green purfling here around the sides, but it is quite rare to see, very rare to see abalone here on the back of the instrument. It's pretty extra because, to be honest, when you're playing an instrument, you're holding it like this, you're playing, no one really sees the back of the instrument outside of you, and you'd have to just actively be looking at it. But in reality, when you're just playing the instrument, you're never going to see the back of the instrument. And if you think about it, if you want to hang it up on the wall, I mean, no one's really going to hang it up backwards like this to see the abalone on the back. So to have it here on the back, quite rare. And I first I turned it over like, oh wow, like you don't really see that that often. So nice, just beautiful little details here on this instrument. Tie through bridge right here. Try to tie a knot and pull it through. You got like pau abalone shell that wraps around the insert of the string right here. You got your ebony bridge, ebony fretboard, and then also you have your fret markers in pau abalone shell on fret 3, 5, 7, and 15 right here. And then you also have your fret markers here in 3, 5, 7, 10, double on 12 and 15. Beautiful palm trees right here, double palm trees, and dyed pieces of wood. And then, as you can see, we have a wrapped around pau abalone shell binding around the fretboard itself with more of that green purfling. And then one of the many reasons why Chuck's instruments are so beloved and revered in the ukulele world, you have a stunning headstock right here. So we have recon stone right here with this beautiful, like kind of pastelish looking color for the ocean, and then all of these different pieces of stained woods all over here. So you have the mountain, you have the house on the cliffside, you have the bushes, small palm trees right here. And I can't explain how many different just colors and variations is going on just in this headstock. There's even a little bit of coal here as the root of the tree of the palm tree or the stalk of the palm trees right here. Just so many different details. And then of course it's wrapped around with that green purfling around the edge. as well as more of that power abalone shell. And then even here, the green line wraps on the sides of the fretboard along the headstock all the way around. So just phenomenal stuff. And nice big side sound port right here with the green, and then the ebony binding on the inside, and then this nice side arm bevel right here where you can rest your hand or rest your arm on the instrument and just play for hours on end, and never gonna have that little crease on your arm because of this. Very comfortable. So going into the sound, I mean, Chuck's instruments are not only revered for their looks, the sound is some of the best you can get out there. Just my personal opinion. Just such a bright, happy, cheery sound. As cliche as it sounds, it definitely has that Hawaiian sound, which is just that bright, inviting, just makes you want to smile. Just very indicative of Hawaiian music. So whether you're doing fingerstyle or strumming on this instrument, I mean, it just brings so much joy to me and so many other people who just love Chuck's instrument. So for me, I'm definitely fingerstyle player. So for me, just so beautiful. So clean, so that Asian really comes forward, really on the nice brighter end. I do have fingernails so I can take advantage of that bright sound, but nice, beautiful mid-range tones in the middle two strings, and then of course that low G. Just everything just melds so nice. Again, it's just a happy instrument. One really good thing about this instrument too, this is just more of a personal preference, but for me, I really like low action, and this instrument has very low action. Not in the sense where it's going to buzz if you pluck too hard, but for me, one of the biggest advantages of having a low action is that you don't have to press as hard to make your bar chords or diminished chords or D minor sevens or A minor, any of these more complicated chords. You don't have to press so hard because the string is closer to the fretboard or to the fret wires. So, rather than like, oh, you have to press this hard, you might only have to press this hard to get the same result. Now, some of the downfalls or the cons of this is that when the strings are closer to the fret wires or to the fretboard, you're going to get a softer sound. But I mean, if you're just playing for yourself, I think that's a really small trade-off in terms of being able to play for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, especially with this, you can just go ahead and play forever, really, because it's just so comfortable. I'm playing on the upper part of the fretboard. Very right. Super clean. I just love the mid-range of this. Super clean, the note articulation. You can hear every note so clean. Just fantastic. So let's go ahead and jump into a sound sample. And one of the things that I try to live by whenever I play a Chuck Moore instrument or a more Bettah instrument, always try to play Hawaiian music, because luthier Chuck Moore, huge fan of Hawaiian music. Love seeing him play his lap steel guitar when he posts videos on Facebook. And Chuck's just genuinely one of the nicest guys out there. And I'm so glad that he gets all the recognition and all the praise. I mean, his instruments are just such a pleasure to play. So my honor, I'll never get tired of saying that. It's my honor to share a sound sample on this more Bettah. So here we go. And here's what this instrument will sound like with a little bit of strumming. Here we go.